Hallettik. Ah. Neyse. Toparlanana kadar tekrar bir gireyim. Evet, bence daha fazlası mümkün. 15 saniye erken yaptığıma göre eğer 15 saniye erken kazanabiliyorsak biraz daha az hasara odaklanıp daha çok klonlara odaklanabilirim mesela. Orada mesela şey summon gitti. Gördüm. Onlara da dikkat etmem gerekiyor.
Watch out. What a nuisance.
Ay çok biz millet gene kadar bir tekrar de klonlar büyük ihtimalle combat kısmında kaçtı. Hani havaya atladığı kısımda değil de şeyde mesela hani normal savaşırken klona vurmazsam eğer oradan kaçmış olabilir.
Let's make this quick. You lack training. What a nuisance. Great. Cycle of yin and yang.
Olmadı bu.
Swift yet still. Clear get murky.
Yok yok, buffların yarısı gitti. Tamam. Geçen seferki puanlarla yetince. Hikaye geçebiliriz bence. Ne diyor? Oh, that was close. Almost blew our cover there. Thanks for playing along. Looks like Goleon's intel still needs some work. Ne oluyor? Biz hiçbir şey bilmiyoruz tabii ki. About that acting temple master title and that Bang Boo backing you up. That's Bolian, right? The one who secretly snacked down from Yunqui Summit to train at Phalum Heights. We thought Subian Temple wasn't attended today, since Shifu and Senior Fufu aren't around either. If someone comes for a divination, I'm the most senior disciple here now, so I just took over for a bit, you know? The other day, I was hanging around Wayafai Peninsula when I ran into Bolayan. We both nearly jumped out of our skins, thinking the other had been sent to drag us back to some. İkisi de beraber kaçmış, süper. Last time we met was so brief that we didn't really get to chat properly. Why did you sneak down the mountain, Senior? Well, for certain reasons, I'm not exactly allowed to leave Yunki Summit as I please. Shifu had me in seclusion training for ages. It was so boring I could scream. Just after I came out of seclusion, I heard Shifu had to head into the city for something important. My brother and Senior Fufu probably went with him too, right? Talk about perfect timing. Abisinin kaçtığını bilmiyor. Tabii ki. Tabii ki de bilmiyor. Tabii ki de bilmiyor. That must be Senior, yes. Sound like she still doesn't know what happened. Telling her now would only ruin her mood. I'll find a better time later. These days, little Bolayan and I have been traveling around Wi-Fi, doing our part to fight evil and help those in need. Oh, and we've heard tons of stories about Shifu and your past adventures. Stuff like foiling the Exalted's conspiracy, resolving crises in the Hollow. Just hearing it all got my blood pumping. But then, my grand adventure had a tiny problem. I kinda ran out of adventure funds. I left in such a rush I didn't bring enough with me. Just when Bolai and I were at our wits and figure suddenly zipped into the sight like whoosh.
That was you, Junior Wise. You're my
Sonunda.
lifesaver, and the only person I can depend on in Wi-Fi now.
Ay çok... O hayırlı olsun. 28 wish nedir ki ya? He, birkaç güne alırsın. Ben kostümü aldım ama Win yok. Benim de durum öyle. Bir saniye Franks. Discord şeyi çalışmıyor. Ben sana hemen bir link çıkarıp vereyim. Aslında yayının şeyinde olması gerekiyor ama eski kalmış olabilir. Hop. Hemen yapıştırdım. Daha iyisi çıkarsa iyi olacak o 20'si. Umarım çıkar ya. İyi şanslar şimdiden. Perfect, but now that you mention it, I do have one tiny little favor to ask. Yemek.
First,
So
call me Senior a few more times. I'm enjoying it.
bir şey değil.
You don't want to?
Sure, no problem. Senior Xuanguang.
Yay! Well, I never get tired of hearing Senior, but given the situation, just call me Xiaoguang for now. My brother and Shifu call me that. And can I just call you by your name?
Oh, and about who I am, could you keep it a secret from the others for now? It took a lot for me to sneak down here. If word gets out, Shifu will know in no time and have me dragged right back up the mountain. Eksik kısımları ben tamamlıyorum. Hollow Zero'yu bitiremedi halin şu an ve Lucy ile bayağı rahat oldu. Aynen rahatlatır ya.
Yixuan Shifu was usually so carefree. I didn't expect her to be so protective.
Bana da garip geldi. Neyse. Float hole değilmiş. Cidden bir gariplik var. Tabi. I promise, if anyone asks, I'll just say, you are my friend who admires Inquis Summit's way of training. They haven't seen you before, so it will be fine. Awesome, you're the best junior-wise. It's settled then. Don't worry, while Shifu's away, if anything happens during our adventures, your senior will protect you with everything she's got. Evet, çünkü Wise'ın her an korunmaya ihtiyacı var. Her saniye. This is my first time being a senior. It's so fun and satisfying. Bilmiyorum, sadece birinden daha büyük olmak nasıl eğlence o. Bu honorific olayını asla anlayamayacağım. Da hani ben küçük kuzenlerimin bile bana abi deyip demesini umursamayan biriyim, o yüzden bilmiyorum. As Shogun speaks, you hear a voice calling for help from the door. You hurry to the door. Yaşlı Zhao. Young Masters, my name is Old Zhao. I'm a... Bir saniye. Gerçekten ismi yaşlı olabilir mi? I'm a miner who lives not too far from here. Something's happened over at the old mining site. I ran into some Subium Temple disciples on my way here, and they told me to find one Yixuan Shifu's new disciples. The old mining site? What happened? Some of my fellow workers and one of Banyu Shifu's apprentices are trapped there by miasma.
What are miners doing there? Isn't Porcelumex under a work stoppage order? As far as I know, the acting manager is definitely supposed to be enforcing that.
Well, it's not technically a production zone. The place had been mined out and abandoned. They started shutting it down years ago. That shutdown was interrupted by the miasma disaster a decade back. Hardly any miners or their families made it out alive. They left their equipment behind, and the mine faded from public memory. Lately, people have been saying the miasma's thinned out, almost like an ebbing tide. Which got some clueless, promotion-hungry manager thinking it would be a great idea to send a team in and see if they couldn't start things up again. A few miners who had survived the disaster wanted to go back and pick up some keepsakes, so they volunteered to join the team.
Göreceğiz. Mümkün bu arada, çünkü bir de en...
And now look at the mess we're in. That apprentice was supposed to be their muscle, but he hasn't made it back either.
Porcelumex already managed to rescue a few, but no one knows how long it will take to get the rest out. I couldn't get in touch with Banyu Shifu, and the helpers Porcelumex sent didn't exactly put my mind at ease. So I came to ask for your help from you masters at the Subium Temple. Ay, yaşlı adamın sesine benzeteyim diye sesimi kalınlaştırmaya çalıştığımda boğazım çok fena ağrıyor. Don't worry, Mr. Zhao. Please lead the way. I'll go with you right now. Abi sanki bir şey yapabiliyormuşuz
That's
gibi.
exactly where Sarah and Senior Ye went. Perfect. I can investigate, get some solid leads, then tell Xiaoguang about it.
And me too. Say Xiaoguang, mister. We've got a few things to discuss and prepare first. Could you share the location with us? We'll head over right after. Thank you so much. I need to hurry back to help now. I'll be counting on you both. After leaving the details, the miner rushes off in a hurry. Wise, you look like you want to say something earlier. Saving a few people trapped in a hollow is a piece of cake for me. Trust me, I can handle it alone. You stay here and keep Subium Temple safe. I'll be quick, in and out. Promise.
I couldn't
kapı
say this
çalıyor.
earlier. Since you've been in seclusion all this time,
Geleceğim.
I doubt Shifu and the others had time to tell you.
Geldim. Couldn't say this earlier, since you've been in seclusion all this time. I thought Shifu and the others had time to tell you.
Truth is, before we came to Waife Peninsula, we didn't just run a video store. My sister and I have another job. We also take on commissions as proxies.
Proxies! So that's your specialty. No wonder Shifu, who rarely takes on disciples, made an exception for you two. That means we could actually...
Yeah, we could head into the hollow to save those people. You looked really worried just now. We just need to let Belle know about the situation first.
Yeah. Helping those in danger is part of what it means to be a disciple of Yunkoi Summit. Besides, my brother and I actually go way back with Banyura Shifu. It's been years since we last spoke, but he really looked after us before. If his apprentice is in trouble, I can't just stand by and do nothing.
So you know Banyue Shifu too. He's helped us out a lot before. Let me try to contact him now.
You try to reach Banyue Shifu, but there is no reply. So you decide to tell Belle about the situation first.
Master, Banya is currently inside Lemnian Hollow and cannot be reached at this time.
If Banyue Shifu is in the hollow, he probably already knows about the trapped miners and his apprentice.
Sorry, may I ask who Fairy is?
Hayır, soramazsın. Bu bilginin gizli kalması gerekiyor.
I am Fairy, a Type 3 general-purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration. I am also Master's supreme assistant, the most versatile companion for hollow navigation, data processing, and life management. Last but not least, when Master makes questionable decisions, I offer a modest spark of wisdom to keep things on track.
ChatGPT.
Hello, Miss Ye Shunguang. I have forwarded your lifestyle preference analysis report to Second Assistant, that is, the Master's rather clumsy sister, as an important reference for arranging your guest room.
Hey!
Miss Xiaoguang, if you're curious about Master's little secrets, such as how many snacks they've been secretly hoarding, whether they talk in their sleep, or which hand they squeeze first when they get nervous, I can also provide you with a report of equal depth. After reading it, you'll understand Master about 89.75% as well as I do.
Fairy, maybe we should talk about that later.
Thank you, Fairy. But I think I'll try getting to know Wise on my own. It's more fun to discover things little by little. I'll leave the Hollow Rescue and the guest room arrangements in your capable hands.
Understood, Miss Xiaoguang. I respect your spirit of discovery, and I look forward to building a peaceful life at Suebian Temple with you.
I guess Fairy can be considerate once in a blue moon. Alright, back to the matter at hand.
Wise, you and Shaguang should head back first and get ready to get into the hollow. I'll set up the HUV to support you.
Alright. Phaethon and Xiaoguang's first mission begins now.
Direkt... Evet, az kalsın söylüyordu yani. Phaethon, wow, you are the legendary proxy I heard talking about a few days ago. Ben Tamam, konuşalım. Sorry. Saving people comes first. We gotta focus on what's important. Direkt karakter tanışmamızdan 2 dakika sonra Phaethon olduğumuzu söyledik. Yani yeni rekor. İyi, şu an sence ne zaman run yapar? Yakında diye düşünüyorum. Hatta 2.5'te bile olabilir. Ya 2.5 ya da 2.6 diyorum. Fair has a preliminary grasp of the situation there. Some people from Proslumex have been rescued, but their manager and miner and Banyu Shifu's disciple are still missing. Why Shagwang's ears is ready. You wanna start the hollow rescue now? Hadi gidelim. Aynen öyle bu arada. Hani o konuda hiçbir şeyim yok.
Were there always flowers like these in the hollow?
Ya da ben iyi oynayınca hevesim kırıldı. Oynanışı biraz zor diye biliyorum. Hani en yüksek skill floor ve sailing Banyue'de ama hasarı işte onu karşılamıyor. Biraz Harumasa'nın daha iyi versiyonu gibi. I feel like I've seen these flowers before.
I believe I've seen flowers like these before. And they don't seem to show any signs of miasma corruption either.
Öyle olduğunu hiç sanmıyorum. Çünkü benim duyduğum kadarıyla Banyue oynaması hani... Mesela oyun sana ilk verdiğinde ne denir? Şeyin oynanışı da neydi adı ya? Oğlum kızın adı neydi? Ha, Yidari'nin oynanışında mesela herkes yanlış oynuyordu. Herkes Yidari'ye berbat hani hasar vurmuyor diyordu. Yani tüm Rapture karakterlerinin en iyi takımı aynı. Banyue'nin en iyi takımı da aynı olacak. Yeshua'nın da, Hidari'nin de. Hepsi Lucia ve Dial'in istiyor.
It's just like what Odao said. Miasma in Lemnian Hollow seems to be receding like an ebbing tide. Maybe this is one of the signs that the miasma is getting weaker. Places once swallowed by it are starting to show traces of life again.
Yok, bakmadım
Is that
Columbina
so?
liglerine.
I feel like I've seen these white flowers before. A long time ago. But where was it?
Bilmem.
Never mind. That doesn't matter now. Let's keep going.
The path's blocked. Let's use disintegration to clear the obstacle.
Şunun da Ye Xinguang atak olacak. Yani Lucia kullanmayacak. Ye Xinguang'ın en iyi takımı şey olacak. Daelin ile Labubu. Labubu dediğim şey Zhao. İşte anladın.
Someone
Help me!
over there.
Help! Help me!
Request received, dear. Time up.
Çaktı.
Dear, please leave a 5-star review for today and delete any prior complaints or negative comments. Otherwise...
You'll make sure I get back safe, right?
Adam doğru soruları soruyor.
You have to understand how important I am to this operation. If I can't submit the mine reactivation safety report,
Şu an Ye Xinguang çıktığı an rehber yapıyor. Saniyesine mi? Ay biraz bekleyip benim oynamamı beklemen daha doğru bence. Mesela Darlin rehberinde en başta rehberi yapıyordum. Rehberde bir şeyler söyledim. Sonra karakteri oynarken ya şu da önemliymiş, bu da var. Aslında bunlar da önemli detaylar. Bunları da rehbere eklesem iyi olur diye ekstra bir kısım ekledim. Bence öyle daha doğru oluyor. Son gün... Ben öyle son... BBB'in kazası daha yaşanmaz. Merak etme o konuda.
Please kindly shut that little mouth of yours. I almost envy how blissfully clueless you are. After causing this mess, you don't even realize it. How does that saying go? Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Ayağını ağzına alma. Özlü sözler. Son gün bak, son gün yapmayacağım ama ilk gün de yapmayacağım.
Causing a mess? What do you mean?
Reasoning with a reckless fool isn't in my job description. I'm only here to deal with a customer complaint you filed a few days ago. Who knew you'd run off somewhere this dangerous? Finding the quickest and most
Doğru.
efficient fix for every complaint. That's the mission of our TOPS Cross-Department Customer Service Center. Just think of me as your preschooler's self-service guide. Want me to switch to the kiddie navigation mode while I'm at it?
You?
Hey, Dylan. We meet again. What's Top's Cross Department Customer Service Center? Weren't you with Krampus?
Shh, times are tough. Gotta keep a few side gigs to stay afloat. Judging by that look, you didn't come here for sightseeing either, huh?
So, hangi bang bu var? Bir saniye. Rehber girişi ikinci Akeron vakası der misin? Akaron vakasıyla ne alakası var? Akeron vakası dediğin neydi, ne peki? Hani takım seçeneklerinin az olmasını mı diyorsun? Ha. Bak, takım seçenekleri az, ondan şey yapabilirim ama sadece saçı beyaz oluyor diye demem. Çünkü hani mutlaka şey istiyor, Etherveil support'u istiyor neredeyse.
We heard there are people trapped here. My friend and I came to help. Are you here for the same reason? If so, we should move together. It'll be safer that way.
Yeni bir buff türü. Etherveil bir karakter değil, bir mekanik. Hani mesela Zhao Etherveil açıyor. Mesela Yidari ve şeyde Etherveil açıyor. Yidari ile Lucia'da Etherveil açıyor ama Yidari ve Lucia'yı Shunguang ile oynayamazsın. O yüzden Zhao koyabilirsin sadece. Ya başka bir şey ekliyor. Ekrana mesela işte Lucia oynarken ekranın köşeleri böyle şey oluyor ya, mor oluyor mesela, hani onlar, o buff, hani bir buff türü. Yani Lucia'nın ekranın sağ solunu mor yapması gibi. Ama Lucia'nınkinden farklı bir Etherveil şey yapacak işte. O Shunguang o beyaz saçlı moduna Etherveil açıkken geçiyor. Ya o yüzden takımda Etherveil açacak birisinin olması lazım. Onu da işte şu anda Shunguang'ın kullanabileceği takım arkadaşları arasında sadece Zhao yapıyor. Hayır, oynayamayacaksın. Çünkü sadece Etherveil açması da yeterli değil. O durumda yine Astra daha iyi olur. Lucia çok kötü bir seçenek olacak. Zhao daha çıkma. Tavşan olan ya. Küçük tavşan işte, Labubu. Bedavaya verilecek. Defans karakteri. Ya support sayılır. Ama defans karakteri.
Me? I'm just an unlucky call center operator who came chasing down a customer complaint. But hey, since we're all friends here, I'd be glad to help if you promise to leave me some good reviews so I can hit my quota today.
Caesar mesela.
Oops. There I go, running my mouth again. As soon as I say yes to something, trouble pops right up.
A few more materials emerge nearby, so you tell the manager you discuss you to take cover. Aynen. Ama genelde yine support görevi görüyor. Panda da aynı şekilde. And you should move enter the field, unleash an special attack on enemies. Tamam. Sağlam. Tam Dali'nin oynamasını biliyorum.
Judging by the way you fight, you're from Yunquay Summit, aren't you?
What? Yinkoi Summit? No, no way!
Bir can. Yine götünün üstüne düşmüş. Ah, this is awful. Since you're the rescue team, get me out of here first. How am I supposed to know? Just get me out of here first. Oh, my whole body hurts so bad. Ow, ow, ow. You organize a startup event or whatever it is, and you don't even know how many people there are. I've arranged someone to escort you out. If you keep trying to mess around, I can't guarantee the coordinates I'll leave will be accurate. There's also a miner and a young man. Tom. Aha, bulduk. You are here to save us, right? I'm fine. I'm not badly hurt, but you need to help that young man. Quick. Right there, look down and you'll see. A kind-hearted young disciple from Banyu Shifu's martial arts school came with us, doing his best to keep us safe. He tried to help me, but I ended up getting stuck at the bottom of the cliff. The miasma is so thick down there. I don't dare go any lower. All I can do is wait here. Yolunu buluruz kardeşim. Tam buradan gidilmiyor.
Sacrifices? The Exaltists were wiped out. Why are these things still here?
The Exaltists? I thought the Defense Force wiped them all out. Didn't expect to see stragglers here. Leaving loose ends like that isn't a good habit. Seems like this place has got more uninvited guests than I thought.
You there! Speak up! What are you doing here?
Adam çok sakin duruyor yalnız. Adam aşırı sakin.
Bunch of snot-nosed brats.
You?
After being ignored, Jaguang looks a bit flustered.
Better start talking, or we won't be so nice anymore.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Efendim. Evet. You are ignored again.
Listen, friends, that's not how you interrogate someone. He's got the right to keep his mouth shut, you know?
Yine 4 ünlü erkek karakteri düğünmüşler. Görüntüsü belli mi?
Fine, he can stay quiet. But if he can't show his worth, we can always hand him over to the Defense Force. Hey, you. I've heard that some folks in the Defense Force hate your kind with a passion. If you end up in their hands, by the time you're ready to talk, they might not be in the mood to listen.
Zibay. Lee kanalına bakarım sonra, merak
Basically an
etme.
employee trying to pay off your boss's debts after the company's already gone under. No matter how you look at it, you're the one taking the loss.
Alright, I'll tell you. Just don't tell them I said it. Bir de Columbine'yi batırmışlar. Nasıl yani? Yishua'nın erkek versiyonu mu? Ay, Genshin'de çoğu karakter öyle değil mi zaten şu anda? Weren't you acting all ready to die a minute ago? Giving up already? I've had enough living every day in fear. It's all because Lady Sarah suddenly decided we have to go searching for some ancient array. Ha tamam. Zıbar.
Of course it's Sarah. What kind of ancient array?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea. We've been running around like headless chickens for days, no clue what we're even looking for. She just said to keep an eye out for anything that looked like it was hundreds of years old or didn't belong here.
Gerçek bir menajer şeyi bu arada. 100 yaşında görünen her şeye bana rapor et.
Honestly, I don't think she even knows what she's looking for herself. What rotten luck. I thought joining the Exaltis would turn my life around, but not long after I signed up, the Overseer died. And now I'm just running and hiding, living in fear. You know what? Just hand me over to the Defense Force already. I'm done.
Adam istifa ediyor. Çok basic.
Don't give up hope. You can still turn a new leaf and start over.
Start over? The only ones starting over are the sacrifices Lady Sarah reverted back.
Wait, sacrifices reverted? What do you mean?
Oh, that's complicated. After Overseer Mevarok died, the Creator gave Lady Sarah some kind of power. I saw it with my own eyes. She turned several sacrifices back to normal. No trace of corruption at all.
Belesse evet.
She called it, return to the origin.
Oğlum hikayenin başı bir de. Ama mesela Sarah'nın yeni gücünü öğrenmiş oluyoruz.
In the visions, Senior Yes said Sarah freed him from his nightmares. She must have used the same power.
Acaba Bringer geri mi dönüyor?
Stuff like that's way above my pay grade. But ever since Lady Sarah inherited the Creator's authority, she's gotten more and more mysterious. No one knows what she's up to. The only one still tagging along with her is that gloomy guy.
Sarah kim? Doğru soruları soruyor.
Who's she with?
Oh no. Could that be?
Master, your heart rate just spiked to 140 BPM. That's caught red-handed stress levels. Your brainwaves are showing intense activity in the panic topic change zone.
Panic topic
If you
change.
try to change the subject now, your pitch will rise by 15% and your speech speed by 40%. Credibility predicted to drop below baseline.
Mesela hikayenin başından beri bize gösterilen antagonist işte Miyabi'yi kaçırmıştı. Sonrasında işte oyunun en başındaki mesela o bombalama, o tren kısımdaki insanları öldürme planı da ondan çıkmıştı. Sonra işte geçen Exaltis'lerin liderini öldürdüğümüzden sonra şu anda Exaltis'lerin lideri Sarah.
Wise?
We should prioritize saving people. How about we just restrain him for now and question him after?
Yeah. What matters now is finding the trapped people. I'll hold him in place
Aynen.
for the time being.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Dallin's smile lingers, faint, knowing, but she doesn't oppose your decision.
The path is blocked by rubble.
That's a massive piece of rubble. Let's take a look around.
Oğlum bunun üzerinden atlayamıyorlar mı? Cutscene'lerde öyle şeyler yapıyorlar, sonra gameplay'de bunun üzerinden atlayamıyor olmaları. Each boulder is blocking the tracks with what appears to be flammable ore scattered around. Maybe you can try using disintegration to detonate the flammable ore. You don't have enough flammable ore here, but that minecart over there is packed with it. First, activate the tracks to transport the minecart here, then the blaster with obstacle right detonating flame. Yeni puzzle. Evet, Miyabi'nin böyle neredeyse delirmesine sebep olan.
Looks like we need to pull the lever first to activate the right track.
Then we need to push the minecart to the rubble, right?
Üstünden... Hayır, çünkü var. Çarpacak tren. Boom.
The trapped person should be inside.
Better use disintegration again.
Thanks for saving me back there. I'm Ningtian. How should I address you all?
Void Hunter devlet tarafından sana verilen bir ünvan sadece. Hani vay canına, hani Niverdu'ya çok fazla yardım etmiş insanların sana birden verdi. Devlet varıyor. İşte Bay Başkan geliyor. Kanka sen çok büyük şeyler yaptın. Sen bir Void Hunter'sın diyor. Genelde işte bu Hollow'ları küçültmüş olan insanlara deniyor. Veya mesela bu Hollow Zero çok büyük ya. Onun sınırını mesela şey yapmış. Yeşilguang şu anda ileride Void Hunter olarak geçecek diye biliyorum. Şu anda ama hikayenin şu anda olduğumuz kısımda öyle mi emin değilim. Bence hikaye boyunca yaptığı bir şeyden dolayı olacak. Aynen. Mesela bir Hollow'daki Ether seviyesini azaltırsan o Hollow küçülebiliyor.
Rep 2493, Dylan here. No need to thank me. Though, if you really want to, feel free to hop on the Top's website, navigate to the bottom right corner, and click Contact Us to send a nice little thank you email. Don't make the title too dramatic, though, or the system might flag it as spam. Something like Commendation. Perfect service from Cross Department Rep 2493 would be perfect. What do you think?
Hele bir de... Ha? Nasıl yani? İnşanın kuşu ne alaka? Nekomata kasılır mı? Güçlü bir karakter değil. Seviyorsan oynayabilirsin. Ama güçlü değil yani, onu söyleyeyim. Tabii benim için hani önemli olan sevdiğin karakter oynamak. Ben gidip bazen DPS Caesar veya Anton oynuyorum yani, öyle düşün.
Don't mind her. She was just joking. She works at Tops. You can just call her Dylan. I'm Wise, disciple of Rinkway Summit, now training at Suipian Temple. This is my friend Xiaoguang. She's also a mystic. And this is my assistant Eos. We heard people were trapped in the miasma here, so we came to help.
Canın kılıcı değil. Ne değil? Onlar pet de, onların bir Void Hunter'lıkla falan alakası yok. Hani onları Void Hunter yapan şeyler bunlar değil.
I see. It's rather embarrassing to admit, but some miners had asked Shifu for help, saying they needed protection while recovering valuables in this area. Shifu happened to be away at the time, so when I heard the miasma in Lemnian Hollow was receding, I thought maybe I could handle this myself. After all, I've trained under him for some time now. But I underestimated how dangerous it was. I got separated from the miners and ended up trapped here myself.
Yabba'nın arı. O alakasız bir boss yine. Ondan çok önce Void Hunter olmuştu. Sanırım emin değilim, bir Niyebi'nin trailerı vardı ya, çok kısa sürede insanları kurtararak bir yere hallediyordu işte. Galiba Void Hunter yapan oydu. Hatırlamıyorum.
The Shifu you mentioned. Was it Banyue Shifu?
Yes. Do you know him?
Ya öyle önemli bir şey değil yani.
We do. Not long ago, he helped me and my companions get through some big trouble. Helping his disciple now is the least I can do.
I see. What a coincidence. It's not safe here. We should go. The hollow's unpredictable. Please, be careful.
Oğlum adamın neden böyle şortları bok gibi. Oha bu.
I'm not very skilled, but I'll do my best not to slow you down.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Another pair of hands is always going to be helpful.
Bir de şu defansta olan map'te bir şey var. Büyük karanlık ve Hollow Zero'yu mu diyorsun? O söylediğin şey Hollow Zero'nun kendisi olabilir mi?
These annoying creatures. Time playing hooky is valuable too. It never ends. I'll handle you all at once. I'm right here. After hearing countless voices of the dead, why not listen to your inner voice?
Taşaklar.
We're saved. It's Banyue Shifu.
Miyazmaya yakalandı. Adrenaline and comes adrenaline or triggers a perfect dodge. He accumulates wrathful fire. When wrathful fire are above 120, Banyu can hold basic attack to enter Visage of Wrath state. While in the Visage of Wrath state, hold special to automatically execute combo attacks, dealing massive damage. Tamam.
Banyue Shifu always shows up right on time.
Fret not, I am here.
Ya bunun motion inputları var diye biliyorum. Aa evet. Mesela VASD yapınca böyle yapıyor. Peki DS? Yok.
There are more evil creatures lurking over there. Like flowing water.
Şimdi her durum için farklı bir experience.
There's more to deal with.
It is no issue. He is not much of a threat. Keep yourselves safe.
Abi bunun expression olarak kullanması için ne yapmam lazım?
Mountain strength in this hatred.
Abi nasıl o adrenalini harcayacağım?
Watch your back. Stand unyielding. Tremble. Wildfire. Know your place. Is everyone okay?
Barı doldurmadan da harcamanın bir yolu olmalı ya. Sadece şey komboları bilmiyorum.
Shifu.
Banyue cidden en çok bir rehbere ihtiyaç duyan karakter.
Thanks for stepping in, Banyue Shifu. I feel much safer with you here.
Senin de oynamayı bilmiyorum. Kombolarını öğrenmem lazım. Sıkmakla ilgili bir şey değil. Karakteri kullanamıyorum sadece. Nasıl kullanılacağını bilmiyorum. Barını kullanamadım mesela, hani bu sıkmak değil, bilmemek. Ve bir karakterin hani çok... Mesela Harumas'ı şu anda oynarken en çok zevk aldığım karakterlerden biri, ama Harumas'ı ilk denediğimde hiçbir bok beceremiyordum, aynı şeydi. Neyse.
Thank you for helping out.
Miss Dylan, your aura seemed shaky when I arrived. Is there something on your mind?
Nothing. I was just distracted for a moment.
Sorry, Shifu. I acted rashly. I thought I could save people, but I only ended up putting everyone at risk.
Don't do it again. Tomorrow morning you owe me 300 strikes on the practice dummy.
Yes, Shifu.
I've told you before, your fists must be able to defend yourself before they can save others. Compassion only counts if it's as solid as your punch. Rendering assistance beyond your strength is a second disaster. You reached for the drowning and became the stone pulling them down.
Yes, Shifu. I'll remember this and accept my due punishment when we return.
Banyue Shifu is usually so humble and easygoing. Who would have thought he'd be such a strict teacher? Very different from Yishun Shifu.
Banyue Shifu, do you still remember me?
Yes, Xiaoguang. I saw you when I arrived. But when facing an enemy, all distractions must be put aside.
Right. Facing an enemy is like holding water in your hands. One crack and it all spills. That's why, no matter how strong or weak your opponent is, you must give full focus.
So on efendim.
That's something my brother and I learned from you when we were little.
It has been some time since I've seen you last. You've grown taller, and your heart is as bright as ever.
Xiaoguang, were you Banyue Shifu's disciple?
Oh, I don't consider myself worthy of being called a true master. I only showed Xiaoguang and her brother a few basic moves before they went to train with Yishun Shifu. Now I just run a martial arts school, teaching people how to fend for themselves. That's all.
You're far more than that.
You're a disciple of Yishun Shifu from Yunquai Summit. I've heard your sect is full of gifted mystics. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh,
Leakler
Yunquai
hangi
Summit.
leakler?
When we were fighting earlier, I couldn't help noticing your sword case. It looks very interesting. Ye Shunguang of Yunquai Summit. Inside that case must be the Qingming sword, right?
Girl. Aslan sinirlendi. Leakler dön. Ha tamam.
The Qingming sword? Xiaoguang, you... Then that means...
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yishun Shifu told me about the side effects of the Qingming sword. After all that fighting you just did, are you feeling alright? This is all my fault. I shouldn't have let you come with me on this rescue mission without knowing the full story first.
Hey, relax. See? I'm fine. Shifu must have told you all the scary rumors about this sword, but probably didn't mention the sword case, huh? Don't worry. This case is something Shifu crafted after years of research. It keeps me safe from the sword's price. I can channel the case to defend myself. As long as I don't break the seal and draw the blade itself, there's nothing to worry about.
Really?
It's true. If you don't believe me, you can ask Banyue Shifu.
Yes, that is what Yishun Shifu has explained.
Ah, that's a relief. I was worried my recklessness had put you in danger.
Even so, Xiaoguang, you should always be cautious.
Yes, I will. Please relax.
Herhalde kız aynı şeyleri 100. kere duyuyor bu arada.
The effects of the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here in one piece right now. Speaking of which, I have a small favor to ask. please keep my presence in Waife Peninsula a secret?
Did you sneak down here?
Yes? But this isn't the place to talk. Let's leave this place first, and then I'll explain everything to you.
Telefonum çalıyor.
Sorry to interrupt. I stepped out for a moment only to witness a touching reunion, but my
Hayır,
supervisor's probably
Türksel
about to show
açmayacağım.
up.
Birisi arasa açardım ama Türksel ararsa da açmayacağım bir zahmet. WhatsApp'ım açık mı benim? Ders başlarsa falan ona hazırlıklı olmalıyım. Ders kaçta başlıyor tam emin değilim. Bakmadım. Aynen Dahil'in bir telefon ringing attı.
I've got some things to take care of, so I'll head out and let you enjoy your reunion.
Türksel'de.
Thank you so much for today, Dylan.
Getting you all into my debt's gotta be a pretty solid performance boost, huh? Don't forget to leave me a good review, everyone!
Shifu, we've rescued everyone who was trapped. So, shall we?
Yes, let's head out.
The sound of everyone's footsteps fades into the distance, but Dallin, who left earlier, returns from the way she came, with a knowing yet slightly mischievous smile on her face. At this moment, Dallin hears some unusual voices of the deceased coming from up ahead. No, Lady Sarah, I'm begging you. Have mercy, please. Why? That Geshe Yuan, you think he's truly the devoted one? You knew it all along. You knew that the pleas for mercy came to an abrupt end.
You're now connected with the Gold Star Rep.
The mission comes first. Let's wait and see how things play out.
Next up, we're off to see that impatient supervisor. How does it feel to play the role of a warm-hearted person?
Bence öyle bir şey olmayacak.
I'm not warm-hearted. Just trying to get some good reviews to boost my performance. And helping out my new friends along the way. You're really getting into it. As your colleague, I would like to remind you not to forget about the task. The task? Do you mean from Tops or the boss? You're a cunning one. As Krampus's judge, whose orders do you truly follow? Whose will do you carry out? Can there be any other answer? I'm just joking. You're always so strict, Senior Zhao. I'll retrieve that thing myself. So, did my kind-hearted senior come all this way to lend me a hand? Lend you a hand? Even as colleagues, there has to be some sort of exchange. Since the boss allows my code of conduct, I won't act without the chance of receiving something in return.
Tercih eder. Evet. Mümkün değil yani. Boşuna koplamamak lazım.
Just as I expected. Don't worry. I don't intend to owe you a favor so lightly. After all, you are a meat-eating rabbit, Senior Zhao. Good. You understand. If you mess up your mission, cleaning it up will cost extra. You'd better start soon to avoid complications.
Sadece dost acı söyler.
I have no intention of giving up my own target, but I'll have to wait a little longer. Wait for what? Don't forget, when I checked its operation logs, I confirmed. It's the Purge Unit Type 0. Or in other words, the killing machine designed to suppress miasma.
Banyoya iyi mi diyorlar?
Haven't you also visited the place where Tops deployed it all those years ago and confirmed the truth, as you call it?
The scent of blood fills her mind, her gaze sinking into a cold, stunted stare. Talon slowly walks through the stretch of the long, silent ruins within the Lemnian Hollow below. The silent rubble echoes with endless resentment and wailing in her ears. Dying screams pierce her eardrums like a shard of glass scraping against her nerves. A blast erupts amidst the chaos, tingled with the smell of rust, and the sharp curse scratches the ground, gouging a searing hole in her mind. Quick, vicious wails flow forwards, and the hull bursts surrounded by slaughter. Like barbed anchors drive deep into the listener's eardrums. When she closed her eyes, the voice of the dead clamped around the throat, turning into bruises that coil and spread, until the sole listener seems to taste the blood in her own throat. Drawing herself away from recent memory, she lifts her eyes again, and the coldness that once swirled in Dylan's gaze is gone.
Don't worry. I'm not questioning the accuracy of your information, Senior Zhao. It's just that there's yet another thing to chase down. What is it? Earlier in the hollow, did you hear any strange sounds? Hearing the dying voices of people inside the hollow. Your ability certainly expands Krampus's intel network. The boss will use anyone as long as it benefits Krampus, and I've got no objections to that. But tell me, are you showing off your ability in front of me right now? Ow. Kinda hurts that my favorite senior is being so defensive with me. I'm not talking about the voices of the dead. It's my own voice. Huh? Your own voice? Mm-hmm. That's why I find it so interesting. Hearing strange sounds in the hollow isn't anything unusual for me. But hearing my own voice? That's a first. Could it be that I actually died a long time ago and forgot about it? And what stands before you now is nothing but a shadowless ghost. You should cut back on these lame jokes while you're on duty. I'll look into what you mentioned. Just remember, stay focused on the main mission.
Banyoyu mi kaçırmaya çalışıyorlar? No problem, by the way. That porcelain makes idiot I said. What are you planning to do with him?
Saving him did make your entrance more believable. But anyone who takes credit for acting on their own is always unpredictable. And I don't like that kind of unpredictability.
Bilmiyorum, anlamadım ben de. Şu anda her şeyi çok vague bırakıyorlar bilerek. Her şeyi çok açık uçlu bırakıyorlar. After leaving the hollow with Banyu, Shifu and others, Zhang tells them everything that had happened. I finally managed to finish training in seclusion, only to find out that Shifu, my brother, and Sir Fufu and Senior Pan were all away from the temple. I was so bored.
Since I haven't been back here for so many years, I wanted to come and see it for myself. I thought, if it were you, you'd understand.
Fine. For now, Yishuan Shifu won't hear anything from me.
Really?
But you have to promise me that you won't put yourself in danger or use the Qingming sword. During the investigation, wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Banya Shifu, you are the best! I promise!
By the way, what should we do with the Exaltist we captured? Should we hand him over to the defense force, or...
We can question him a bit more first. But before that, Xiaoguang, there's something I need to tell you.
I have something I want to ask you, too. Since you spoke first, you go ahead.
Actually, Senior Ye, he didn't leave with Yishuan Shifu and the others. Bunu diyalog olarak görmeyi tercih ederdim. Yeah, I was gonna ask whether you would be keeping something important from me. You looked so nervous just now. I didn't expect to be about my brother. Sure, I can be a little reckless and all, but my brother's always been discreet and level-headed. If you made a choice like that, there must be more to it than it seems. Since you were all looking into his whereabouts, let's go together and get the bottom of this.
Sure, Yuan has always been careful in what he does, but in case something has gone wrong this time, I'll help you with the investigation.
So, you're not angry?
At first, I was a bit angry when I sensed you were hiding something from me. But I'm also relieved you didn't continue to keep it from me.
I'm sorry, Xiaoguang. My sister and I were hesitant at first, but based on the information we have now, you deserve to know.
I understand. You were just worried I might act recklessly. But don't worry, I promise from now on, no more going behind your back. Please promise me you won't hide anything from me anymore, okay?
All right,
Bizim
I promise.
işimiz bilgi saklamak.
Pinky swear! Now, let's ask the others for more information.
Xiaoguang's expression returns to normal as she turns to the captured Exaltist.
The person you just mentioned, the one always with Sarah? Was it Xu Yuan from Yunkui Summit?
Yes, that's him. Just some outsider who defected halfway through, yet Lady Sarah trusts him more than any of us.
Defected? Why did he defect? Do you know?
To meet the creator, of course.
Then, what do you need the ancient array for? Aside from searching for the array, are there any other plans?
Lady Sarah got her hands on some old beat-up book. Ever since she brought it back from some market in Phylum Heights,
Aynen
she's
onun
been
hakkında
obsessed.
konuşuyorlar.
She ordered us to search for the array, said it's key to our audience with the creator. As for anything else, I've got no clue. I'm not that high up the chain. I've been busting my back all this time, never complained, never quit, and still, I'm worse off than some guy who used to be our enemy.
Why would my brother get involved with the Exaltists and take part in such a dangerous mission?
Perhaps he's already secretly contacted Yishuan Shifu and plans to wipe out the remaining Exaltists in one strike.
If that's the case, why would Shifu possibly keep that from me and my seniors?
Ay hiç bilmiyorum. Yazık ya.
Or perhaps there's a reason he didn't tell Yishuan Shifu?
In the vision I saw, Senior Ye said he wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. He also said before that he hasn't slept well since returning to Wahoo Peninsula. Xiaoguang, do you know anything about this?
Nightmares. Has my brother been having nightmares again? Sorry,
Xiaoguang seems to have recalled something unpleasant. I should ask her about it later. I was just curious, and this info doesn't sound reliable. Let's focus on solid clues. Since Sarah went to the porcelain market, that's the best place to start.
I can come along tomorrow and help you all ask around. Consider it my way of thanking you. I want to be the one to hand these Exaltus remnants over to the defense force.
That's fine by me.
okay. Thank you, Ningqian.
A moment later, after parting with everyone, Ningqian doesn't hand over the person to the defense force as promised. Get out of here, go far away and find yourself a new life. Ne? Biraz salıyor mu? Daha şeyimiz vardı. You are letting me go? Just who are you? Are you one of Lady Sarah's people? Did she send you to help me? You were played like a fool. Did you really think she cared for you? Played? What's that supposed to mean? That woman, she's too obsessed with the creator. There's no way you can trust her. Looks smart on the surface, but might just be another pawn being played like a fiddle. But I don't think that person will succeed either. They seem to be living for others too, not worthy my sympathy. Bu kim? Person, someone who actually thinks I'm worth trusting. Whatever. Why am I even telling you all this? Just go. Forget about the Exaltus and everything that happened today. No need to thank me. I simply have no choice myself, so I won't try giving you another choice. Ses az gibi biliyor musun? Benim sesim mi? Yok. Bazı eksik sesler eklenmedi. Ning Chang's expression remains unreadable as he watches the stumbling yet light-footed figure disappear into the crowd. And over at Subian Temple, after a day of commotion, everything has finally settled into the silence. Oyununkini az arttırayım. 84 yaptım. Yeah, I get you. I mean, look at what happened to Yushan, Shifu's sister, and all those sword masters that came before. Having your memory, senses, and even your life drained away, that's way too heavy a price to pay. But since Yushan Shifu placed a seal on the sword case, she must have discovered more about the side effects and Qingming sword. For now, let's just trust in Shifu. From now on, we should be more careful. It's best to avoid letting Xiaoguan get into dangerous situations where she needs to drop the sword. Yeah, for sure we will. Alright, Xiaoguan's quest room is all set up. The reference Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis report. The other sinners at the temple helped out a lot, along with Brilliant and Bolian. When check on Xiaoguan, when we first came to Subian Temple, Senior Yi and the other disciples were super sweet to us. Now it's our turn to give Xiaoguan that VIP treatment. Tamam, ilk kısım bitti. Geçin. Olayı beğendin mi? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Chinguang like Junior Vice does. She told me you're really interested in our training at Yunkai Summit. Since we got this connection, the Yatsuimian Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. Thanks, Senior King Yuan. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier. It would be so much better if everyone were here. Yeah, Jagwang, make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Vice. Okay then, this is my little home in Phylum Heights now. You both must be exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Jingyuan goes to rest. Tamam. Everyone's so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to my fellow disciples. Bulacağız beraber. I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety, so please help me investigate. You have worked hard today, so get some rest soon. Pum pum pum pum. Sıra bende. Actually, I prepared some casual clothes for Jagwang based on Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis report. I gotta start try them whenever the right opportunity comes. Yeah, but first we need to find out where Senior Ye is. Went to the porcelain market, and since it doesn't get some to with some ancient tome, maybe you and Shogun can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Whatever it's leave for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Tabi tabi. Haydi. So, this is the site you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue.
Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
Facing Sarah's gaze, Yishuyan walks out from the shadows, his expression calm.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them.
Ne ala saç rengini değiştirebilme gücü mü?
Ever since I returned to Wifei, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
Tell me, why is it that after you erased my nightmare, I can't hide this form anymore? Though, I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state.
Just like what I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices return to their purest state.
Now they're just aimless drifters, mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order. I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen. The arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness. Look at this world. Birth and death, love and hatred, power rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
Nasıl abi?
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon. Just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch.
Geçen sefer Isolde'nin yapmaya çalıştığı ritüel mi?
Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
The night grows heavy, and deep within the meaning hollow, something unknown is stirring in the darkness. Siyah bango. Its little hands are clasped together, as if it's praying.
A little longer. Just a little longer.
Peter bu bang bu. Yok değil. İşte bunların çağırmaya çalıştıkları bir varlık. Hani genel olarak Hollow'larda yaşayabilmeyi sağlayacağınız düşündükleri.
Very soon, salvation will come.
Belki de cidden creator dedikleri bir bank budur yani. The knife of uproar and secrets silently sink into the deep darkness. As morning light spills across the land, Suivian Temple welcomes a new day and Ninshan who brings news for everyone. I am at the porcelain market this morning to ask around, and Ginger from the antique shop said she remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a several damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. Not sure yet. Ginger said since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job, so he recommended it to one of his old customers, who was obsessed with collecting antique books. Bargainer's vow. I got his address so we can try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Mümkün bu arada. Bayağı mümkün. Hazır şeyken. Hazır önünden geçiyorken bunları da halledelim. Bir saniye, kapı çalıyor. Geldim. Batarya kaç olmuş? 162. Harcamam lazım. Babam. Hep bir tane hayatta kalıyor.
Strength in numbers, how dull.
15 saniye. Aynen, daha hızlı. Bu daha yavaş olacak de. Çünkü başta hata yaptım. 12 saniye. Of, fena. Çok kötüyüm. Babam. Gidelim şuraya.
Long day, huh? Come in. Take a seat and let's get you something good.
There somehow doesn't seem.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tubbs' new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days. or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
All right, I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions.
Adam
Go
haklı.
away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
Oğlum banyoya... Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Bao sprayed beside himself with anger. Stop, he's in the mood to answer any of your questions. Aynen. De yani olayın içinde yaşamlar var abi. Gidip banyoyu tehdit etmesi için göndermeliyiz bence. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dylan, what are you doing here?
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. TOP's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases. And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened? What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
Kız doğru şeyi düşünüyordu.
How can she be so casual about this?
Ha, alışmışlık. Alright, it's done. This bargainer Bio is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly be here parting with the one-of-a-kind books, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us. Gerçeği nasıl aldı?
Dylan, How did you manage to get that out of him?
Adamı öldürdü.
Yeah, Dylan. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
How did I do that?
Exactly what I did. It will remain a secret, but look, I've solved a big problem for you. I got you what you wanted and even managed to save his house in the process.
Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we've been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I'd cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Deal.
Thank you, Dylan.
Bir şeyler
You're
saklıyor.
so kind.
Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
No. Even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. Bargainer Bio said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually worked or not, well, that's another story. It's a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the tome, let's head back to Sibian Temple and discuss it there.
Genuine treasures await.
Yeah, just remembered something. Should I ask now or wait until we're alone?
Senior Xiaoguan, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something so heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Wahoo, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much. Just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma. Never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents... did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone.
Bir dakika, dublaj yani. Ya zaten bu sahnelerin vardı. Bazı kısımların var, bazı kısımların yok. Tamamen kayıp değil yani. Olmayan kısımları da ben okuyorum.
After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Banyue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yinkui Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yinkui Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life and trusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yusha and Shifu was the safer choice.
半月师傅, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Banyue Shifu. Wise, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yinkui Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yinkui Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Waifei has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
At these words, both Ye Qingguang and Banyue fall silent. Dwelling in the past is getting too heavy. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss our next...
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Xiaoguang and daughters gradually fade from view, but Banyue lingers. It isn't just a miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual bursts, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our 2 children are still so young.
I wish I could see them grow up. And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyue's back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ben şunu yaptım mı? Yapmamışım. Oo, 20 polikrom. Their existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps... In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine, observing the celestial changes. They knew miasma would convert during the peak of celestial. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma to restore the world to... Kaderlerimiz bağlı, evet. With the array complete, though the evil is subdued, yet to summon desire to power, core willing sacrifice as the key. Sincerely, Dev. Though we leave this method, if descends, the consequences are unpredictable. After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
Ya çoktan bulmamışlardı ya şu an çoktan bulduklarını söylemişti.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait, going in earnest right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So, you think we should reach out to people from back then and about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does.
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunkuei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Silum Bay area. Don't worry, some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Silum Bay. They might have some information about the array. Silum Bay? I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we stop so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set. Sounds good to me. Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had stayed here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. Past fades like dust. Yeah, Nanqian and daughters got here before us, so they must have gone down already. Right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kinda nervous. Yok, yapıyorum da. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? Humble miner. Oh, it's you guys, the ones who saved me. Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends, I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it, we were simply doing what was right. We are just glad to see you safe and sound. But we are here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. Arrays, divine deities? Why is it always? My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, Oscars would show up every now and then. And some who would just move into the staff family quarters and keep sneaking deeper into the mining areas. Ay geçmiş olsun. İçeri kaç. They were always asking the old-timers in the mine about the stuff from back then. Seems like they are digging info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remember there was this guy who spoke real nice, and a woman who was always smiling. They even helped treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. Evet, Sarah ve Shuan. And then, well, then everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn up. Yok yok, annesi babasından bahsediyor. Kafam karıştı. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any details would help. Other details? There's something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot there's some really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. Biz de gördük, evet. Yeah, folks been saying those white flowers aren't a good sign that the miasma is receding. Yok, are a good sign. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where my folks worked. Back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too, no trace of the miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. Oğlum, o kadar güzel bile değil. Bilmiyorum, karakteri o kadar güzel bulmayan bir ben miyim? That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened, and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived, some moved far away, others relocated here, and well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently beside you, well, you are my series, so I might as well be honest, someone else asked me about the array stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up into it. Anlıyorum. What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, weird glasses, and what Tesla-Inc. with summit training attire? No, he was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous too. If you hadn't said me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. So it wasn't. Don't feel down, we still made good progress on this trip. Let's check out some other places and see what we can find. Anlıyorum. Just then, Inchan's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Let's go check out. Abi bak, karakteri sevebilirsin ama affetmek zorunda değilsin yani. Karakter güzel diye affetmeyin. I have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said I see darkness clouding your vision. There is some terrible malignance locked between those brows of yours. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and if left unresolved, great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you met me for just 5,000 dennies. What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here. Yani ben o dili konuşmuyorum. The fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Shaguang, as if finding a new target. Oh, come, hey there, young lady. You have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. Adam Yunki Summit kıyafetlerini de mi tanımıyor? This is terrible. A terrible omen. The stairs have fallen, the moon is broken, your path is fraught with peril. Barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... Bana $1 milyon vermen. Hani ya genel olarak bu tarz oyunlar öyle şeyler yapmıyor yani. Hı. Mister, while I'm not great at divination myself, I have a master who's an expert. Khan is in the north, Lee is in the south. I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. And the position of your due and shunt diagrams, they are not quite right either. They got other matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Why do I keep running into tough nuts and expert these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even the little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This gig's getting harder and harder to pull off. Yazık dolandırıcı ya. The fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Yani daha çok satmayacağını düşünüyorlar. Hani tamamen her şeyin, şöyle düşün, adamların her seçimi %99 para üzerine. Ve oyuncuların bir kısmının mesela kötü karakter, hani bir karakter moral olarak gri ise bile çekmeyen bir şey var. Bir kitle de var. Onu da düşün. Evet ama işte sadece senin oynamandan para kazanmayacakları için veya hani sayı olarak düşük kaldığı zaman bir kitle o tamamen geride bırakılıyor. Çünkü o kitleden o kadar para kazanamaz. Ya 40 yılda bir erkek karakter alıyoruz. Evet ama onların hepsi azınlık. Ya erkek zaten, erkek sevmeyen de diyorsun da %99 zaten 40 yılda bir erkek karakter geliyor. Tamamen bir şeyden ne kadar para kazanacakları üzerine. Hepsi sayı, evet, hep her birini sevmeyenler var ama bir şey mesela bir tane şeyin oyuncuların %10'u sevmiyorsa, bir şeyi oyuncuların %60'ı sevmiyorsa, yine o %10'unu sevmediğini o %90'dan para kazanmak için çıkarırlar. Ama mesela bir şey oyuncuların %60'ı sevmiyorsa o %40'ı çıkarmak yerine daha az kişinin sevmediği bir şey çıkarırlar ki daha fazla para kazansınlar. Hepsi para üzerine. Mesela Harumasa da bedavaydı. Loli az sevilen bedava. Harumasa erkek bedava. Hı hı. Anlıyor musun yani? Harumasa da o yüzden bedavaya verildi. Ve sonra çoğunluğun seveceği iyi kalpli kız karakterler de hep çok güçlü, alması zorunlu. Ve milyon dolarlar getiren karakterler oluyor. Ya bu oyunlarda eğer bir şeyin neden bu oluyor, neden böyle yapıyorlar diye soruyorsan cevabı %90 para. Evet. Zaten istedikleri o. Yine. Karakteri alamamanı istiyorlar. Kendi biriktirdiklerine ki oyuna para vermek zorunda kal. Young man, your face speaks of noble fortune, but I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my mere subject. Too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. If no word comes when that wretched creature appears, I'll give it my all. Why is everyone staring at Banyu and Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. Right now, I actually want to look around some more to see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Shagungang is so focused on finding her brother. She hasn't even noticed this strange atmosphere. Very well. Bum, bum. Look, it really is the heap of scrap. Ashu must have been blind back then, bringing that thing back from the hollow and treating it like a person. Ashu treated it with such kindness, and look at how it repaid her. Just standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was a killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even that forbidden fruit test or Ashu saved such a thing and brought it back, and now she's gone. And her only brother, no one's heard from him in years. Ne oluyor abi? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. The evidence is irrefutable, beyond any dispute. The resentment, their boundless hatred, it is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day I shall explain it all to you. You return to Sibin Temple with Banyue. Banyue'nin şimdi geçmişini göreceğiz. Banyue Shifu, about what just happened. My apologies. My unannounced visit disturbed others. The blame is mine. Please don't let it trouble me. If those words can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should bear. I understand. I won't ask further, but if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen. Thank you. Banyue gives a grateful look while staying silent. Soon, the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that keeps being mentioned? Some of the survivors also remember it. Seems like the array really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Hadi gidiyoruz.
Huh.
Hızlı hazırlandık.
I may be slow.
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
Bak bunu yapmak hiçbir şekilde adrenalin harcamıyor. Ha tamam, bundan sonra sol play'e basmak harcıyor ama. Ben karşı o zamana kadar benim gitmem gerekecek.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Qingming.
Tamam, unutmam.
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Xiao Guang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait. That's strange.
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead.
Blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line. Give it to me! Pretty cool, huh?
Zaten tam.
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
Zaten yaptım.
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the mine. It still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines. Alrighty, now we're finally on track to blow up! Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Wise, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever. And it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Bence şu mavili eleman abisi olabilir.
I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
I wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
Tyler, leave it to me. 4 or 5 summons!
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
Shall talk. Kombolarını çok rastgele atıyorum. Adamın komboları nasıl yapılıyor anlamadım ki. Herhalde onu yaptıktan sonra şunu yapsam.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years. And the statues over there have already
Ama bu
eroded
eleman
so
çok genç
much.
duruyor. Bunu hatırlamasına ihtimal yok.
The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
Bence bu adam kılık değiştirmiş.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banyu, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned? Banyu?
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
The surface of the stone lion statues is covered in cracks. As Banyo gazes at its base, a stream of past memories flickers deep within its core. Viscose substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis, fructose, plant fiber, metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp. Frosting stalking to the mechanical joints. Tactile feedback, contact with soft subject classification, human gift.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
A pale wildflower is suddenly wedged into the joint of the mechanical arm. A strange warmth spreads along the arm's plate. It's the heat from the human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all costs overridden. Binary core emotion model permanently activated. Mission name rebirth. Yapıyorum galiba. The Eternals here around here have pretty much cleared out, I think. I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find anything. Hıçkırık. Aha. This way of descent that you speak of, from your words, it sounds like not just anyone can prove it. Of course, only the Dabba, the one who completes surrenders body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You are beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate their array, so you should give me more concrete details. I already said when the creature descends, only I can determine where they will appear. This is my sacred honor and also a boundary that can't be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. If you go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, YHUN. Just remember this, everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose, perhaps they can all become nourishment that feeds the new order. Financier. That was a vision of my brother and Sarah. It seems related to the miasma. This has happened before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past, but I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. If this is the recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the ray is most likely somewhere beyond that door. The way my brother spoke, and the feeling of briefly touching the past, what we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And the thing he said, I know my brother better than anyone. He only speaks that way when he's planning something in his head. There is no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. My brother must have had other motive, just like we suspected. Will you trust me on this? I trust your judgment, Juban, and I trust Yi too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure you'll figure out why he hasn't sent a word back yet. Yeah, they went through the store. Oğlum kapıyı o kadar şey yapıyorlar ama bir kapı açamıyorlar. Buna...
It seems to be locked.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me story. He said, every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice.
You know, now that my brother and Sarah went beyond the store, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
Tamam, oraya güzel bir sebep verdi. Then regroup. If I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider other ways to get through, okay?
Alright, I'll check other places first. Stay safe and don't push yourself too hard.
Ama neyse. Bir yandan da benim ders şeyini hazırlamam gerekiyor. Ominous ruins. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth. Unlike natural breaks, they scratched look more like they were covered by some kind of sharpening tip.
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier
Hikaye Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned? If it's back again, then is there something off about this place?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Ben hızlıca ders slaytlarını açayım. Chrome'u yayından kapayım çünkü ders slaytlarını herkese göstermeyeyim. Hopam hopam. Drive nerede? Dock nerede? Ha. Ha, bu değil. Diğer kanva. Hayır, bana tekrar giriş yap deme. Tekrar giriş yap deme. Bir şeyi düşürdüm. Ups. Tamam, bence iyi durumdayım. Ha, bu normal halinden. It comes to that point that I am not.
The monster who stood by and let death through.
so quiet here, it's giving me the creeps. Dylan, have you found anything?
Quiet. Huh. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Dylan's calm expression shift, replaced by a complex gaze, blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release. Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself, can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
Tam da o durumda teşekkür etmezsin ki. Uymuyor yani. The swing comes to a stop and Dylan seems lost in thought. Bayağı yanlış bir benzetme yani. Oğlum şunun dash atağı cidden map'in diğer ucuna götürüyor. Aha bu geldi.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dylan and Banyu Shifu? This gross feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar.
Shake the earth.
Adorably clueless. Pay close attention to what I'm saying.
End this hatred. Not the small earth shitter.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. Let me gauge what it's capable of. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students. Premium support.
Make the earth tremble!
After Sack bir tane vardı.
The creators call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Are you still chasing so-called truth? Enough sneaking around! Show yourself! shame, but it's more devastating than a right lie.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the Hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety. Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late!
All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You are already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fong. That medium and those people from the outside, they're lying.
How could this happen? Where's that witch? Where are the people from the city construction company? Help!
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? It was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
I thought I'd found someone to die in my stead. But who could have known?
Dylan! Dylan!
Dylan.
Dylan! Dylan!
Diyalog bozuldu. Are you okay? I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't respond. What happened?
I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind. Tried to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned
Telefon
was really
çalıyor.
from the actual creator?
Son, annem. halledip derse geçmem lazım.
But why is the voice only targeting me and Banye? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it.
I really want to keep following my brother's trail,
This
but
isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiaoguang has a point. The miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head.
Banyue Shifu?
yine dondu. Adam laglıyor. Return to Tower.
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a void hunter.
Bak daha olmamış. Ben de diyordum. Neyse, Alt F4 basayım çünkü şey yapamayacağım yani. Cutscene'i bitiremeyeceğim. Görüşürüz.